Bonjour, je m'appelle Bambi, je suis une artiste visuelle de Québec, Rivière-du-Loup originairement, et maintenant j'habite à Revelstoke, BC. Hi, my name is Bambi. I'm a visual artist from originally Quebec, Rivière-du-Loup, and now based in Revelstoke, BC. I moved to Revelstoke in 2017. I came from Whistler, which I loved. I lived in Whistler for 10 years, loved it. Lived the ski bum dream for a while until I got a little bit too busy and I was just looking for, more champagne powder, a little bit of a smaller community feel because that's where I'm from, in Quebec, a smaller town. So here I get this small town vibe and it's been really welcoming. So I never really picture myself, say, doing anything outdoorsy related, but it kind of just happened. It grew on me, but it's really it's not in a realistic way or expected way that you would say when I walk in nature, I'll often see, and that probably happens to a lot of people too, you'll see a shape and you kind of picture a character. You'll see, oh, this shape looks like, a person doing this, or this shape looks like an animal or anything else. So you kind of see faces and things, and that's kind of how it translates into my art. Yeah, I'm not too sure how it happened, to be honest. I think it's just, it was probably just in me brewing and it came out. The more I was connecting with art and the outdoor, it just manifested itself. It's not something I can't really put into words. I've always been very artsy my whole life. Both my parents, my mom is an artist, my dad is very creative in other ways than art, literally. But it was always in my background, and when I went to school, I thought I was a businesswoman, so I studied business until Calculus 2 capped me. So then I was finding ways to still do what I like, which I really like the marketing side of the business, and then I found with my counselor graphic design, and I didn't even know this was an option, so I was very pleased. So I went into graphic design, being creative. It was a great mix, and I did a lot of graphic design up to, say, recently, and I transitioned more into art just because there's been more opportunities that would be more meaningful to me in visual arts. So I'm big in digital art, so I use my iPad a lot, right here, trusty iPad and the iPencil. I do a lot of drawing, and recently I've been doing more woodworking, like this piece right here that you'll see later. It's kind of a way to put a graphic style, which I have because it's so ingrained in me from all these graphic design years. It's a way for me to put this graphic style into more of a tangible, say, like finished product. It's really a mix between digital art, illustration, and now woodworking. I want to say that my biggest accomplishment yet is the Art Allery's mural, which is a 15 by 20 feet aluminum panel. It's digital art printed on aluminum panels and displayed in the back alleys of Revelstoke. So that was a very cool project. There is also some panels I painted for the terrain park at Revelstoke Mountain Resort, which to me that one is so special because I moved out west to ride park. Being from Quebec, obviously I didn't really know what Potter was, so I rode park so much. This was just my goal in life. I just wanted a ride park, and so to be able now to combine both my passions, like snowboarding, riding park, and art in the park here in Revelstoke, which is my home mountain, it's just like full circle. Stoked on that. Would like to do more. And then you can also find my art a little bit around town. There's some at the art center. There are some at the Rockford, at the resort, at La Baguette as well. So to keep the French theme going. French, snowboarding. So I don't know, it just, yeah, now that I think about it, it all seems that my art is in places that mean a lot to me. I really like to put a feeling out on a piece of art. So when I create something, I like it to bring me a feeling of joy, of comfort, something that you look at like, oh, that's so cute, I want to hold it, or I want to look at it every day because it makes me happy. So I think this subject, it can be very wide, but as long as it creates a feeling of like, even makes me laugh. If it's something that makes me like smile, laugh, feel comfortable or, you know, warm inside. That's all I want to create. Words also give me that feeling of, like, you know, say, let the good times roll. It's a feel-good expression that I would use on an everyday basis, or it's a lot of things, like they'll all be positive because I want them to bring joy, or just bring back memories. For example, that's the one I did about day trip. You know, you think about, especially in skateboarding, there's a lot of day trips because you'll drive to another skate park just to try something different for one day, and it turns into like a whole day trip. You'll go with your friends to like a thrift store on the way, the restaurant, you'll listen to music in the car, you know, you'll have all these memories. So for me, when I create these little words, it just brings a feeling of, like, yeah, memories or something I like, something positive. Skateboarding is a big part of my life. Actually, skateboarding is kind of what keeps me sane in this whole chaos of creating, because it's such a, you know, it's right a couple blocks away from my house. I can easily take a quick break. If I see that the sky is clear, it's not raining, and I need a break, I can just go skateboarding. And what I like the most about going to the park and skate is I don't really need to make plans or commit to anything or an amount of time. I can just show up and I know all my friends are there. It's been great to see the community growing, and I've made a lot of friends through it, so it's something that makes me really happy. You know, goals, I feel they always start small and they always get bigger, because you're like, okay, I can take this on. Now I can do bigger. So then you work towards those bigger goals. And one of them just got approved, and I'm gonna do a very big mural for Nelson International Mural Fest right after the opening, the day after the opening of the art show. I'm going to Nelson to paint this massive mural for 10 days. And that is scary, because it's the biggest mural I'm painting yet. I'm nervous, but I know that I have the abilities to do it. I just need to calm myself down and pick up the paint roller and do it. So July 7th is the opening of my biggest solo art show to date at Revelstoke Visual Arts Center. It's called Let the Good Times Roll, and it will be running until July 29th. And the show is about, well, a lot of it is skateboard related, which is a big part of my life, but you also find things that you've seen before, but maybe in a different color palette. I'm introducing woodworking. There's gonna be some NFTs for the nerds. That being said, I would love for you to come to the show. There's gonna be a lot of great artists as well that are similar to me in terms of age group or entourage and colors and themes. So I encourage you to come. It's gonna be not your typical art show. I think art shows in Revelstoke recently have been very lively. There's gonna be music, food, a mini skate park up front, so bring your skate, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see you all.